Elite Facts presents
10 of the world's most dangerous sports that you shouldn't try.
10.
Crocodile Bungee. Don't worry, this isn't the Crocodile Dundee sequel we've all been begging for. However, it's just as scary as the thought of a sequel to that film. So as the name suggests, it is in fact bungee jumping with a much more dangerous twist, as if it wasn't dangerous enough. Bungee jumping as it is has its own risks, as there is a strong possibility of spinal injuries as your body is pulled back upward by the bungee cord, and eye injuries due to the increase of blood pressure inside the blood vessels of the eyes. If that's not enough, why not add crocodile-infested waters below? Is that exciting enough for you? If so, then you need to see a therapist because you are insane.
9.
Free climbing, soloing. Here we have a common extreme sport that has way more casualties than you've been led to believe. So mountain climbing itself is pretty dangerous as it is, but how can we make it more dangerous? I know. Remove everything that made it remotely safe. If rock climbing isn't nerve-wracking enough, some people choose to scale incredibly high cliffs without the safety gear or a harness to keep them safe. Yeah, as if climbing high heights isn't thrilling enough, you need the rush of being in constant danger. But hey, each to their own, I suppose. Located in California in the United States, Yosemite National Park is a favored location for climbers of all levels, including those who prefer to free climb. The regular northwest face route of Half Dome is a popular choice, ascending 2,224 feet. This cliff face can take a couple of days to climb and is sure to test your nerve. I don't think we need to go over all the dangers of free climbing. To simply put it, if you slip or fall, that's it. You're done. That's it.
8.
Heli Skiing. So we don't know about you, but have you noticed that there's a lot of sports out there that take one thing and mix it with something else to make it more dangerous than it already is? Well, skiing alone can be pretty dangerous. How can we make it more dangerous? Well, by adding helicopters, of course. Heli skiing is off-trail downhill snowboarding or skiing assessed by a helicopter. Passionate patrons of the sport even book a year in advance to leap onto snow on peaks far away from human inhabitation, and then ski down. They ignore completely the possibility of being stranded by weather change or being killed by an avalanche. The helicopter rides, too, are perilous.
7.
Base jumping. Before we go in depth on this one, yes, you do indeed get a parachute. If you didn't have one, it would 100% result in your demise. That being said, that is all you get in terms of a safety net. So for those of you who are unaware, base jumping, which stands for the objects from which you can jump, building, antenna, span, and earth, involves leaping from heights, often cliffs, before free falling and then opening your parachute to land as the ground draws near. Crazy, but sounds safe enough considering you've got a parachute, right? Well, not exactly. Although you are provided with a parachute, the trouble is that parachutes don't always work, and the human mind can also fail you when falling from an immense height. Still not convinced that this extreme sport isn't dangerous? Well, let's throw up some statistics. It's believed that around 1 in 60 base jumps results in a person's demise. I don't like those odds. It's more dangerous than skydiving due to being performed at lower altitude. Participants have far less time to organize their parachute should something go awry.
6.
Creaking. White water rafting not exhilarating for you anymore? Try creaking instead. Known as creaking, kayakers tackle very steep, low-volume whitewater. You know, the rapids that most kayakers generally avoid at all costs because it more often than not leads to certain doom. Yeah, people actually want to go down those. Steep rivers and waterfalls are common features of creaking courses, and the danger lies between the rocks. If a kayaker capsizes, there's a risk of being knocked unconscious or becoming trapped between rocks underwater. In both cases, drowning is a very real possibility.
5.
Bull riding. Yeah, this one speaks for itself. Don't worry, we're going to spare you the graphic imagery and gritty details, but trust us when we say you don't want to tackle those horns. Often dubbed the most dangerous 8 seconds in sport, bull riding is a rodeo event where a rider must stay aboard a bucking bull for 8 seconds. 8 seconds sounds easy enough, right? Well, 8 seconds is enough for a bull to absolutely annihilate you. Bull riders have the highest injury rate of any rodeo sport. There's a good chance of getting seriously hurt. Not only is there the inevitable fall, but also 600 to 900 kilograms of bull to contend with afterwards. Just make sure to avoid the horns at all costs. You can't stress that enough.
4,
Street luge. So at first glance, it looks fun, doesn't it? It's very reminiscent of when you were a kid who had a skateboard but didn't know how to ride it properly, so you'd instead find a hill and ride down on it on your back. It's sort of like that, just a bit more dangerous as you're instead going down a steep road or pavement at extremely high speed. The legality of this extreme gravity-powered activity is a shady issue. Participants are required to put on protective leathers and helmets, or the chances of getting smashed by vehicles that will most likely not notice the riders will go higher. The chances of collision on the road are high, short of which only the feet work as brakes.
3,
Wing walking. Now, if we were to tell you that standing atop a plane may be one of the safer sports on this list, you'd probably think we were crazy. Well, put it this way, at least you're strapped to the plane. So there's that. A staple of the flying circuses and air shows of the 1920s, wing walking quickly became a way for daredevils to wow crowds. Today, its undertaking is more of a personal thrill, although family and friends are typically invited to watch those who strap themselves atop a biplane for this unique adrenaline rush. Hey, it sounds safe enough, so why not give it a try if you're a thrill seeker who loves heights? If this is too safe, why not try the alternative?
2,
Highlining. Yeah, wing walking too safe? How about highlining? Highlining involves rigging a 1-inch piece of webbing, similar in consistency to a rubber band, thousands of feet in the air, usually between two mountains. Now, what's the safety precautions? Well, besides a harness, which is completely optional, and most people tend to do this without a harness, there is no safety precaution. There's no net and no pole for balance. The risks for injury are great. If the highliner falls too close to the start, they can be smacked back against the rocks. And if they fall off the middle of the line, the possibility of snapping the line is great. Then there are the swirling winds to contend with. So yeah, again, if you're into this, more power to you, but we've got to say that you are crazy.
1,
Parahawking. Dangerous? Well, yeah, anything diving-based is. But how many people can say they went skydiving with a freaking hawk? Not many. And yes, it is in fact a real thing. Parahawking is a new sensation in thrill-seeking. What this extreme sport involves is an aerial adventure that is literally driven by birds of prey. Parahawking pairs together both the art of falconry along with the techniques of paragliding. Strange mix, right? Well, since both paragliders and birds of prey use thermals, rising currents of warm air when they fly, the birds guide their tandem paragliders to these thermals. The gliders then reward the birds with food, and it's off to the next thermal. Honestly, just when you think you hear everything, something like this comes by and blows you out of the water, or flies with you across the sky in this case. And that's our list. Did we miss any out? Well, let us know in the comments below. Please remember to subscribe and tap the bell button to be notified when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more elite facts.